Welcome to the Future Tense Notes. Please take all notes including conjugations and examples. There are 3 forms of the future. You already know 2. The first, you take the verb ir, which means to go, plus a, plus the infinitive. What does infinitive mean? It is the original form of the verb, like the verbs escribir, cocinar, and comprender. They end in AR, ER, and IR. Look at the example. Vamos a estudiar en la biblioteca. We'll study in the library. You can use the present tense as well when the context makes it clear that you're talking about the future. Like the example, mañana alquilamos una película. The word mañana tells us it's tomorrow. The actual future tense is formed by taking the infinitive verb plus the appropriate endings. Yo uses tú, has, él, ella, ha, usted, ha, nosotros, hemos, vosotros, heis, ellos, ellas, han, ustedes, han. Now let's look at the full verb. Repeat, comeré, comerás, comerá, comeremos, comeréis, comerán. Look at the top right corner, the yo, nosotros, and vosotros form. They use the E endings. Now look at the bottom left corner, the tú, él, ella, and ellos, ellas endings. They use A endings. Let's look at another example. Repite, saltaré, saltarás, saltará, saltaremos, saltaréis, saltarán. And one more. Dormiré, dormirás, dormirá, dormiremos, dormiréis, dormirán. All verbs, including irregulars, use the same endings. Now your turn. If you need to pause, go ahead and do that and try and write the verb hablar in the future. Now let's look at the endings. Hablaré, hablarás, hablará, hablaremos, hablaréis, hablarán. Now try the verb dividir. Pause if you need to. Review the endings. Dividiré, dividirás, dividirá, dividiremos, dividiréis, dividirán. Now try the verb ir. Pause if you need to. Now let's look at the answers. Repite, iré, irás, irá, iremos, iréis, irán. You would think the verb ir is an irregular, but it's actually not in the future tense. With some verbs, you have to change the form of their infinitive just a little bit before adding the actual future tense. You still use the same future tense endings. The future of the verb I is habrá. Now let's look at them. Decir is going to use dir. Hacer will use har. Poner will use ponder. Salir will use saldr. Tener, tendre. Venir, vendre. Poder, poder. Querer, quer. And saber, saber. Now let's do a little practice with the irregulars. Pause if you need to. Now let's look at the endings. Saldré, saldrás, saldrá, saldremos, saldréis, saldrán. Now try the verb hacer and pause if you need to. Now let's look at those answers. Haré, harás, hará, haremos, haréis, harán. Generally, you will use ir plus a plus infinitive or the present tense to express the future where intention is strong and the event will happen soon. Example, voy a México en julio. I am going to Mexico in July. I know this will be happening. The future tense is often associated with plans, predictions, or events that are less certain. Example, algún día iré a Madrid. Someday I will go to Madrid. Now make sure you study your future tense, but don't worry, we will be practicing in class. Make sure you have taken all of your notes.